Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Razak Ukariban Azhar. My ID matrix number is CA23105. So basically today I will present about my project in network programming. So the project is build a secure chat application. So as you can see, for the first one is a table of for all server.c code that I'm using in my code. So as you can see, I have a socket, bind, listen, accept. So for the socket one, I use it AF inet to create a new socket for IPv4 and TCP. So for the bind one, I'm using to assign an IP and a port number to the socket. So for example, in this situation, I use for the port number I use a 9002, and then for the listen one I'm using listen is to listen for the incoming connection, and then for the accept one is to accept the connection request from the client, and then for the read and receive one I put it in the command a buffer size to read from a socket, and then write and send is to write a socket, and close is to close the socket. So for the client.c exactly almost the same one, but have a bit difference. So for the socket one have I just use the same function, and then for the connect one is to connect the server, and then for the thread creation is to create a new thread for receiving a message. And then for the read user input, I put a buffer size to read the input from the user. And then for the encryption, so it will encrypt the message before it's sending. And then send and write is to send the encryption message to the server. So for the receive and read is to the receive the decryption message from the server inside the receive message and trade function. And then for the last one exactly as a close for the close the socket. So basically as you can see, this is example of my example coding. So as you can see, I have a buffer size as 1000, and then I'm using a port 9002, and the shift one is 3. Why 3? Basically for the encryption I'm use cipher. So when the shift is 3, so basically when a client chat with a client, for example if I send it A, B and C, so it will encrypt it it will take a 3 letter after that. So for the A1 it will change it into a C, and then for the B1 it will change into a D, and then for the C1 it will change into the E. So uh, so let's continue our presentation with a demonstration. Okay. For the first step, you need to go into terminal. Oh, sorry, terminal. Okay, so for the file, I put it into a network file. So if we want to go into a directory for the network, we need to use a cd command. So we need to put a cd and then put the name network, and then just for the make sure that I locate the file for the client.c and for the server.c is right. So I just put ls to list the directory inside the file. So yes, it is in there. So exactly I just, for the compilation, I need to call by gcc, and then client.c, and then client.c, and then uh, dash o, and then client, and then dash lpth. Okay, So we already compiled the client side, so we can have a look. For example, so if ULS and then the client green have a green color, so it have successfully compiled. So we need to compile the server one. So we just call for the server one. Okay, just change the name. For this server is server, and then this one also for the server. Okay, make sure all is correct, and then just put enter. So when I already compile these two things, just want to make sure that server and the client just already compiled. So I just put ls, so that you can see is two client and server is green color. So for the run, you just put a dot slash, and you can call like client, no, server first. Okay, you can put a port number or not put a port number, also is not making trouble. So just press the enter. Okay, so right now it's listening, but you have to open another terminal. So exactly this terminal is used for server side. Okay, just run it as a client. So that one is a for server, this is for the client. Just press enter, and then it will show the new client is connected. So if I say ABC, as you can see, this for the server one, it will have a encrypted message. uh, so if I say hi, also I have a encrypted message. So basically I'm creating this is for client to client. So when the client chatting with client, so it will appear a real chat. That's mean decrypted, not encrypted. So wait, network. Mm. So basically, if you connect the new one, it will show you connected. And then if you send a message, it also can count how many client in there. It will give a client a number. So basically, I'm say hello. So it will say client one. So which mean the newest one. For the oldest one is named as client zero. So as you can see, when I put hello, the client, another client will receive hello, but the server one, it will receive a encrypted message. For the client one, only have a decrypted. So it's the same thing. If I add the new one, for example, I add this here, and I add it here, push here. So if I use cd network, enter slash client, enter. Okay, connected. So if I put my name Nuzul, so all the client side will receive the same thing, which is a Nuzul, but the server side will receive encrypted message. So as you can see, this is client 2, that the new client that I will use here. So that's all from me. Thank you.